His three-point attempt. Strother front court right. He had 21 against us last year in Denver. It was his coming out party. Now Westbrook. Westbrook drives all the way in. Deflected. Up the floor. Trey Murphy. Head fake on Strother. Bump gets to the rim. Reverse layup. He threw up a prayer. He had no chance. Murphy is on the floor. They run the floor, and they'll get a layup out of it.
Heaven forbid someone calls a foul.
Trey Murphy was on his back. So again, out of the timeout, Denver scores 4 quick points. Now Messi driving on Jokic. He gets right by him and lays it in. Jokic was a statue.
Right there by Yves Messi.
21-16 New Orleans. 2:30 to go in the first. Jokic. Whip it up top to Russell Westbrook. Drives down the lane. Lefty layup, no. Late whistle on Javonte Green.
Green overcompensating for his last blunder and then draws contact there, going a little bit too hard against Westbrook.
Westbrook averaging game. He's got 3 20-point games this year, so again, he is still very active. Had that 200 triple-double in Sacramento last week. Free throw is a brick. He is not a good free throw shooter at 63%. Daniel Tice, who's missed the last 2 games with personal reasons, will check in for Yves Messi. And as Messi has played 10 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Brandon Boston also in for Trey Murphy, who's got 9 quick points. Pels up 5, 2:25 left in the first. Got a box out here. Second free throw, no good, and we do box out. Ask and you shall receive. Rebound, Javonte Green, who had 5 rebounds last night. All right, McCollum, top of the key to Tice. Handed off to Brandon Boston. Pop a right elbow jumper on the way down. It was almost like a double clutch. He missed it. Jokic got the rebound. Jokic now with 5 balls. Westbrook to the rim, and another foul on the Pelicans. This one on Boston.
What, Westbrook's been doing this for 17 years. He knows how to get inside. He knows how to draw contact. Unfortunately, he can't hit from the free throw line, so hopefully that remains the same here.
So just went 0 for 2. And now he's 1 for 3. Murray going to check in for McCollum. CJ 6 points in 10 minutes. Again, talk about rest versus rust. We played last night, and the Nuggets last played in Portland on Thursday and didn't play 2 days prior to that. So they played twice in 7 days. Westbrook gets them both, 21-18. DJ Murray back into the ballgame for New Orleans. Dribble handoff, Tice. It's kicked into the backcourt. Willie Green didn't like that. Murray's got it back, though. Dump it up top to Hawkins. Drives on Strother. Pulls up from the nail. In and out. Rebound, Peyton Watson. Pels are shooting 37.5%. Watson out of control. Still maintained the dribble. Got it to Strother. Drives in and lays it in. 21-20. So he had a 7-point lead, and it's a 6-0 run for Denver, and it's back down to 1 again. Got to avoid the droughts. Hawkins for 3, no good. Rebound, Tice, stick back, good. He had great position on Strother, who leaned in, committed the foul, and Tice will try to complete the N1.
Strother was doing everything that he could to push Tice out of bounds, but Tice, a little acrobatic there. He's able to lean in and get the bucket.
Well, he got too littled right there. Tice at 6'10", Strother at 6'6". Free throw is good. So Tice on 1, and the Pels lead 24-20 with 1:15 left in the first quarter. Jamal Murray back in for the Nuggets. Jokic has played the entire first quarter. Murray for 3, left wing, down for Jamal Murray, who averages 19 points every time he plays the Pels. 24-23. Hawkins drives on Strother. 2-hand flush off the dribble, and more points in the paint for New Orleans. That is 18 in this game.
And that's what Denver closing out hard on Hawk, and he was able to dribble around him and drive to the basket.
Their interior defense is non-existent right now. Murray bounce feed to Jokic. Jump pass over to Strother, left corner 3. Yep. So Strother now 8 points off the bench, 26-26. Murray, Brandon Boston cutting in from the right baseline in the dunk. And they go over the baseline on the inbound. And it's going to go back to New Orleans. Is that the call?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say off for?
That's just so sad for them, huh?
That's too bad, so sad, as I like to tease my children sometimes. So that's eight turnovers now for the Nuggets. Those are doing a great job defensively. Hawkins going to inbound at baseline right. 32 seconds left in the quarter. You can get a quick 2-for-1. Floated out long to Tice. Picked up the dribble now to Murray. So much for the 2-for-1.
Yeah, you had to have gotten it up quick.
Murray to the left elbow, now left block, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line. So the Nuggets just went over the limit there. As that foul's on Peyton Watson. And DeJounte Murray with a couple of free throws. Herb Jones will come in for the final 24.1 seconds of this quarter. Make sure that the Nuggets don't get anything cheap. So Murray averaging 16 a game along with 7 assists and 6.5 rebounds. This is the first free throw.
I like the mindset, though, the Pelicans so far. They're being aggressive inside. And even if they're not able to get to the basket, then they're drawing contact. And these fouls are great. I mean, they add up, and it only helps. We saw it last night with Karl-Anthony Towns, taking him out of the game for quite some time. So if you can get some of these Nuggets into foul trouble, then it's going to make life a lot easier.
Murray got the second. Got to get the 3 ball going. Tells her 1 out of 8 from beyond the arc. The Nuggets are 4 for 8. So you're already -9 in that department. All right, shot clock, game clock, literally a half second apart. So Westbrook now right of the center circle with 11, and we had a foul to give, and we'll take it a long way from the hoop. That's on Herb Jones. Now, would have liked somebody else to get that foul.
I think it was on Murray, on Westbrook, right?
You know what? You're exactly right. He said number 5, and I'm thinking Herb Jones, who's worn 5 his entire career. All right, Murray spins left, top of the key, follow-away jumper. That's pretty.
Wow.
What are you going to do?
I know Tice was right in his face.
Yep. All right, 29-28. Pels lead by 1 after 1 against the Denver Nuggets. Back with the second quarter after this on the Pelicans Radio Network.
Ho, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the last century, United Way of Southeast Louisiana has been the force for good in our community. We've been at the forefront of improving outcomes in education, income, and health for every person everywhere. Together, with you and our partners at the New Orleans Pelicans, we're rolling up our sleeves and mobilizing the power of people, offering ways for you to create a community strong enough for the next 100 years. Visit UnitedWaySELA.org to join us today.
Have you heard that you can watch Pelicans games for free? Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. All you need is a flat antenna from Channel Master. Visit channelmaster.com for all your television antenna needs. These aren't those big rabbit ears you grew up with. Channel Master can set you up with a sleek new flat antenna for as low as $35. For a limited time, use code PELS20 to save 20% on your entire purchase. That's PELS20 to save 20% at Channel Master.
What's up, Saints fans? It's John Stinchcomb here. Come aboard the official Saints Legends fan cruise presented by Seaside Events. How about enjoying an exclusive beach party with over a dozen legends in the stunning Western Caribbean? Plus, get autographs, enjoy dinners with us, and so much more. Don't miss out. Head to saintslegendscruise.com now and get ready to create lifelong memories with your favorite Saints legends.
Now Murphy spins away
yes,
from
sir, Trey.
Kuczewski
Yes, sir, Trey.
and dunks it down. What a move by Kenneth Murphy III.
Now, here's Todd Raffanini.
Tonight's Louisiana Lottery Powerball jackpot, an estimated $103 million. You got till 9 o'clock to get your tickets. Drawing for 10 p.m. tonight. Powerball at $103 million. Pels up 1 as we start the second quarter, moving left to right. You got Brandon Boston, Javonte Green, Daniel Tice, Jordan Hawkins, and DeJounte Murray on the floor. Green drives into the lane, lefty layup. Good for Javonte Green. More points in the paint. Hard to the rim. Green had 9 points on 3 threes last night.
That's 22 points in the paint for the Pels now. Nice finger roll by Green, but you mentioned it. You got to get that outside shot going. That's the big difference right now.
That's the bugaboo, Aaron. Again, you look at all the defensive stats, you should be up way more than you are, but you're only shooting 44% and 1 of 8 from 3. DeAndre Jordan in the ball game for the Nuggets, as that's a beautiful pass from Jamal Murray to Russell Westbrook underneath the hoop, and a lay in, and it's Green handed off to DJ, left corner Hawkins, left corner 3. That's what we're talking about. Jordan Hawkins got to knock him down. Hawkins had 3 threes last night.
The Pels are getting good looks. It's just knocking them down.
All right, Murray backing down Hawkins. Fall away elbow jumper. Uh-oh. Somebody's hot here early, and his name is Jamal Murray.
We got to find a way to extinguish that.
He's got 11 points in this game. He's 4 out of 5 from the floor. Jokic is on the bench. You got to take advantage of the non-Jokic minutes. You have to. Hawkins, screen from Tice. Bounce feed back to Tice. Alley-oop! Cutting from the right baseline. Brandon Boston, another dunk for New Orleans.
The Pelicans are really taking advantage of that baseline. Timing it perfectly. That's 3 alleys already.
36-32. There's an alley-oop on the Nuggets as Westbrook dumps it down to the big vet DeAndre Jordan, his 17th year out of Texas A&M. 36-34. 2 minutes gone in the second. Murray bounce feed to Tice. Pass it out to Hawkins in the corner. Steps to his left and airballs a 3. Up the floor, Westbrook chest pass into the front court to Peyton Watson. Good job by Boston to get back defensively. And they just turn it over.
Wow.
And then a hip check by DeAndre Jordan on Jordan Hawkins. And we're going to have a review for at least the flagrant 1.
The Hawk's still on the ground. I mean, he completely threw his body into Hawk as he was trying to cross midcourt.
I tell you what. Now, DeAndre Jordan just came over to Hawkins and said, my bad. Well,
I'm sorry. He probably has 100 pounds on Hawk.
Easily. Right hip to right hip.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
And DeAndre Jordan's going to win that battle every time. And immediately, and I give the officials credit, you saw Andy Nagy start circling the fingers right away.
Yeah.
So is it a flagrant 1 or a 2? They're going to call it take foul number 1. So we'll get a free throw out of this, and now they're going to see to the extent of what DeAndre Jordan did, because that was a violent collision.
Yeah, because Hawk had the ball and was on the move.
The ruling on the floor is a transition take foul by DeAndre Jordan, and the play will also be reviewed for a potential flagrant foul.
All right, well done. The 3 down there tonight are already way ahead in the game than the 3 we saw last night for the Knicks game. I'll leave it at that. Now, get out of there. What are you doing? Is he going to put the headset on to Secaucus?
He's pretending like he's
Please. Let's not
using
insult
that. What is that? It's a sticky pad?
Right.
He's
The foot
pretending
pad,
like,
right.
just so he can get in there.
Murray just ripped the top part off that sticky pad where you kind of get your feet all tacky and toss them in. Slip knots, it's called. And he tossed the top into the TV crew for Denver. All right, so we're reviewing this here. We already know we'll have a free throw as far as the take foul goes. Are you going to get 2 more? And is Jordan going to be called for a flagrant one?
I love how Jordan's trying to act like he was trying to step out of the way or not completely.
I mean, if this was hockey, he'd be in the penalty box
for sure. And that was a check.
So 36-34 New Orleans, 9:52 left in the second quarter. The difference in the game we've talked about is the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's at 59% and 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Pels are 2 of 10.
It has been determined that the hip check by DeAndre Jordan is unnecessary. Therefore, the play has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. Because this is a transition take foul and a flagrant foul penalty 1, anybody in the game for New Orleans will shoot the 2 shots. It'll be New Orleans ball side out following that.
Well, that was a lovely explanation by James Williams. Thank you very much. And as we say in New Orleans, everyone, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So Hawk is lined up to take the 1.
Well, he could take, I mean, he's got to take them both. He'll take this. So he's the best free throw shooter out there right now.
Based on anybody on the court, yeah.
So Hawk, with nobody in the lane, knocks the take foul free throw down. Now he gets a couple more with the flagrant. Hawkins 90% at the free throw line. It's 2 here. Didn't get another one. All right, 38-34. Side out New Orleans. So you get 2 free throws and the ball. So this could be a possible 5-point trip. Green chests it over to Murray. DeJounte, double team, right baseline, right-handed floater, no. And DeAndre Jordan, the rebound. Got to get back in transition here.
Tough shot.
Westbrook to Strawther, Papa right of the top 3. Short, long rebound. Tice ran it down. Over the head pass to Hawkins and back. Now Tice tried to set a pick. Hawkins lost it on the way up, and we turn it over for the second time. Jamal Murray to Westbrook. Bounce feed to Peyton Watson. Blocked from behind by DeJounte Murray. Taken by Brandon Boston. Pels are playing really solid defense. Boston left wing 3. Hit the left side of the glass from the left wing. Yikes. And now Murray for 3. Short. Westbrook the rebound to Jamal Murray in the lane. Floats it up. That's short. Rebound Daniel Tice. Outlet pass to Boston. 8:50 to go. Second quarter. Pels up 38-34. New Orleans is 2 of 11 from distance. Murray drives center of the lane. Dump it down to Tice and misses the dunk. Thought he got fouled. They didn't call it. Now Westbrook out of control. Strawther ends up with it. Sprinting to the rim. Scooping right-hand layup is good and 1.
Javonte Green got a hand on that from Westbrook, but then Strawther took it right back.
That was chaotic, what just happened. That ball was deflected, and Strawther was right place, right time. So Strawther, second year out of Gonzaga, averaging 9.2 a game, knocks down the free throw. He's got 8 points off the bench. 38-37. And again, Jokic isn't on the floor. You have got to take advantage of this, and we're not. Hawkins, double team, cut off on the left corner. Now up top, Tice shovels to Murray. Murray, 2-man game with Tice. Drives hard to the rim. Righty layup is good despite the contact. 26 points in the paint for New Orleans. As DeJounte Murray now has 5 points and 5 assists. Pels up 40-37. Westbrook below the arc, crosses over Boston, drives into the paint, dish it to Watson, throws up a brick. Good defense again by New Orleans. Taken by Murray, up the floor, Boston, splits defenders. Airballs a finger roll, which is pretty hard to do, but he got fouled on the way up.
Westbrook bailed him out, that's for sure.
So Westbrook picks up his first. Second team, Aaron Gordon going to come in. Brown going to come in. Jokic remains on the bench. Mike Malone saying, hey, they're not pulling away here with Jokic on the bench. I'm going to give him as many minutes as I can.
I know the Pelicans were doing pretty good against Jokic as far as his defense or lack thereof, they were attacking the mid-range a little bit better.
Jokic did not score in the first quarter, which is incredibly rare, though he did have 4 rebounds and dished out 4 assists. Free throw good by Brandon Boston, who is 80%, and he got them both. Bell's up 42-37, 7:53 left second quarter. So they've got Murray, Westbrook, Gordon, Jordan, and Brown. Murray, hard to the right baseline, cut off by Hawkins. Now he'll reverse course back to the top of the key. Nowhere to go. Out long Westbrook with 7 to shoot. Westbrook, left-hand dribble drive, dump it down to Gordon in the lane, lefty floater no, and an unbelievably late whistle.
It's on BC.
And we'll see who they get. That's on her.
It was on the elbow.
So Jones commits his first 2 free throws for Aaron Gordon, who really is, to me, the glue guy on this Nuggets team. In his 11th year out of Arizona, free throw good. He was so instrumental in their world championship run. Of course, was in Orlando. They traded for him, and when he and Jokic are in the lineup together, it is really difficult to defend. Gordon goes 1 of 2 at the line. DeJounte Murray with his 3rd rebound. Messi back into the ball game for New Orleans. Murray right elbow jumper. That's no good. Pels just struggling again from the floor. Murray got away from Boston. Pops a 3. No. Hawkins, the rebound off the heel. Front court Murray around a Messi pick. Bounce feed back to E. Rolls the layup. We've seen that before. Rebound, DeAndre Jordan. Westbrook drives to the dotted line. Got away with a walk. Floats it up, air ball. And it's taken on the baseline by Herb Jones. Really great asking to push the pace. Boston between circles. Hand it off to Hawkins. Gets it over far side to Murray. Murray up top, guarded by Westbrook. With the Boston, drives into the lane. Nail jumper. Got the roll. 3 bounces off the rim and drops in.
Finally got one to fall, but with Coach Green telling him to push the pace, I like that because you got the rebound, you got to push before Denver gets set defensively.
Pels on a 7-2 run lead, 44-38, and Herb Jones a steal. 3-on-1. Chucks it to Hawkins for 3 right wing. Got it! Another timeout taken by Mike Malone. The Pels are turning them over, getting into transition, and converting. That is 10 turnovers forced already for the Pelicans defense, and we got 14 points off those turnovers.
That's the kind of intensity that you need to play with on both ends. You got to be active defensively and then push that pace and play with that force that Coach Green always talks about.
6:12 left in the half. Pels' largest lead, 47-38. Gus Catgill will update us on an NBA scoreboard when we come back on the Pelicans Radio Network, presented by Smoothie King.
When you get a Pelicans debit card from Keesler Federal, every day is full of possibilities. And free checking saves you extra cash to make those possibilities a reality. Perfect for the things that make you happy. Plus, with your new Keesler Federal Pelicans debit card, you'll also save 25% on tickets and merchandise and choose from 5 different fun card design options. Enjoy all the perks you get for all the things you love. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Pelicans. Federally issued by NCUA.
A night of comedy with Jim Gaffigan and Sebastian Maniscalco.
I went ziplining for the last time. What is wrong with us? Would you pay $200 to feel like you're about to die 6 times?
Jim Gaffigan and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Now, is this a family? Is this your mother? Where is she? Is she in the crowd? You don't know where your mom is. The mom's up there. What kind of family is this? I'm sorry.
Live in New Orleans, Smoothie King Center, February 20th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey Pelicans fans, SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Pelicans basketball games or to any other live event in New Orleans, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the New Orleans Pelicans. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Welcome back to Pelicans basketball. Let's check tonight's NBA scoreboard.
Only two other games, Aaron and Todd, going on right now. At the end of three, Houston 84, Toronto 83 north of the border. 8:23 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Indiana on the road, 96-83 over the Kings. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Gus. Pels on a 10-2 run. Lead at 47-38 of out. That is an unbelievable play by the rookie. Jokic thought he was going to have an easy layup, and Messi got that ball before it hit the glass. No doubt about it. An imminent possession should give the ball to the Pelicans because DeJounte Murray got it back.
I love the fearlessness by Messi. He loves going for it. He said he doesn't care if he gets posterized or anything like that. He is going to go for a block, and that one, it's a big risk.
So right now it's 131-127. If the goaltend stands. If not, it's 129-127. Here's James Williams.
After review, it has been determined that when the ball was blocked, it was still on its upward trajectory.
There we go.
This is a legal play. Because the ball was imminently possessed by New Orleans, it'll be New Orleans ball, slide out with 23 on the shot clock.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to tip your server.
That's 3 for 3 for us tonight.
I got Fred over the heart right now. For those of you old enough to get the reference. So Yves Messi with the potential play of the game. Now, you got to keep scoring the basketball. You got to stop. 66 seconds left. You're down 2 to the Nuggets. Trying to snap a 6-game losing streak and win for the 3rd time since November 15th. Murray front court left. Picked up by Aaron Gordon. Chests it over to Jordan Hawkins, back to Murray, center circle. Around a Messi pick. 2-man game. Throw it out to Herb. We lose it. We don't even get a shot off. It's turned over. Jamal Murray with a steal. They get a bucket.
They're going to take all the time off the clock.
Going to be tough. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Jamal Murray backs it out right wing. Feed it to the Joker at the nail. Kick it to Westbrook. Double pump. Crosses over. Goes left baseline. Throws it up. No. Tipped up in the air. And it's taken off the rim by C.J. McCollum. Shot clock, game clock, 2 seconds apart.
They played around too much.
You're down 2 points. McCollum drives, pops, left elbow. No. Rebound, Jokic. Shot clock is off. Outlet pass to Jamal Murray, who's fouled at the timeline. 9.8 seconds left. And the Nuggets can seal it at the free throw line. You do have a timeout left. You need Murray to miss 1 of 2.
81% from the line.
And 4 for 4 tonight. First one. Good. 130 to 127. So McCollum had a 3-pointer at the buzzer in regulation to win the game. Air ball. He had another shot right there. No good. And that would have tied it up. Oh, Jokic is in the lane.
Wow.
Free throw is good. That's a lane violation. I guess they didn't call it.
Evidently not.
131, 127. Jokic stepped in the lane.
Oh, he absolutely did. But they were pushing a little bit. Herb and Messi on either side of him. But at this point...
So you're down 131, 127. Jokic now with the triple-double, but Jamal Murray hit the big bucket. He hit the big bucket at the end of regulation to tie it up with 8.8 seconds left. After you had an opportunity to secure a rebound and could not do it. And again, when you're 5 and 24,
you can't let a good team hang around.
Everything has to go your way. You've got to earn everything to go your way. And you allowed the Denver Nuggets to come back in the fourth quarter
You started letting them get to the line.
Yep, that too. And again, Aaron, we've had a lot of losses this season. This one is going to top the list, unfortunately.
Well, it's not quite over yet.
No, it's not. You need an act from above, but it's not over yet.
Well, let's say we've had some acts from below, so maybe it's time for one.
You're out of timeouts also. All right, Herb Jones, front court, right hash mark. Neither team has subbed in anybody in the overtime. Herb inbounds to McCollum, go baseline, reverse layup, got it. 6.7 seconds left, timeout, Mike Malone. So they can advance the basketball.
So, steal
Well,
for a block.
if you get a steal, remember, you're going to have to advance it past half court because they're going to inbound it on our hash mark. Goodness gracious. We are out of timeouts. Denver's got one left.
So you better be drawing up everything right now. All scenarios.
We're going to have 3 days off after this, and we're going to need it to recover, win or lose. What a whale. I mean, this has been a whale of a back-to-back.
I am extremely impressed with the way the team has played on the second half of a back-to-back.
And again, you got a Nugget team that has played 2 games in 7 days.
Not to mention you're in overtime. You're down Trey Murphy. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened in this game. The Pelicans have continued to fight through.
What the Nuggets have done, though, is do a very simple thing. Get it to the 3-time MVP and let them work. All right, can you get a steal on the inbounds? Again, no sub for either team. Russell Westbrook, sideline left on the hash mark. We're down 2 with 6.7 seconds left. Actually, Strawther's in now. Westbrook will inbound to Murray, who's fouled by Herb. If Murray was going to miss a free throw, the time is officially now. If he makes them both, it's over. We're out of timeouts. You got to go 94 feet.
Well, the percentages say he should miss one right about now.
Denver's 23 of 30 as a team. Murray from Canada. Around it out. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes, there is.
All right, we're out of timeout, so no matter what, you got to go full court. Here's the other thing. If you rebound, or if Murray misses, you better rebound it.
Yeah.
5.9 seconds is plenty of time to get into the front court. Second free throw. Good. Need a 3 to send it to double OT.
At this point, you got to get something to Hawk, I would think.
Herb Jones going to inbound it, or attempt to. Chests it into McCollum. McCollum crosses over with 4, and they foul him on purpose.
Yeah,
that's
smart.
Very smart. They actually had a foul to give.
They're going to have to foul again quickly then.
So 3 seconds left.
Probably what they'll do.
Inbound it just across the timeline. Peyton Watson will check in for Jamal Murray. So they're going with a little more length. Again, you have to shoot a 3. You're going to hand Herb the basketball.
You got to get it to somebody quick.
Get it into Misi. And they foul him on above the timeline intentionally, and there's only 1.6 seconds left. So there was no way Mike Malone was going to allow anybody to have a chance to shoot it.
All right, so make and miss on purpose?
That's the only shot you got, and it's got to be quick. There's only 1.6 seconds left. So Misi has to make the first one for this to work. And he didn't. So scratch that plan. And now, what is James?
He gets to redo it.
They're going to call a lane violation on this.
Yep.
Well, an early Christmas miracle.
Westbrook not pleased.
Now, Eve, you've got to make him pay. Tee him up.
He is really
Tee him up, James Williams.
some words coming out of that man's mouth.
Come on, Eve. You got a reprieve. Nope. Guess not.
I feel for him.
Well, now he needs to miss, and you need a back tap in a 3 in 1.6 seconds. I don't know if that's...
I mean, I'm sure he can throw it, chuck it pretty hard.
It's got to hit the rim. If it hits the glass, and it didn't, thank you. Just proving my point, Eve. And that is it. He just threw it up against the backboard. It's got to hit the rim.
Honestly, he might not even realize that.
Ball game. Final score, Denver 132, New Orleans 129 in overtime. Wow. Pels dropped to 5-25. 7 losses the wrong way. The effort this weekend, incredible. And you got nothing to show for it in the win column. Denver escapes, and I do mean escapes.
They absolutely did, because the Pelicans had them down by 17 in this game, and they just continued to stick with it, and they were able to outlast the Pelicans in the end. But honestly, can't say enough about the way the Pelicans came to fight tonight. The second half of a back-to-back, an overtime game, down Trey Murphy early in the fourth quarter, and you gave it all you got. There's just a couple things here or there, which you talked about. Right now with this team, you can't have the mental lapses. The game plan execution has to be on point. The discipline that you have to come with at all times. Sure, this one hurts for everybody on the team, but there are things you can hang your hat on.
No doubt. The 38-point Denver fourth quarter turned the tide. Remember, they had that 6-point trip. And ultimately, that was the difference when Denver was making their run. And then 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic did, well, Joker things. Another triple-double, his 141st of his career. His 11th all-time against the Pelicans. That's more triple-doubles against an opponent than any other. Jamal Murray had a double-double. He was 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Eve Nisi played an unbelievable game. Wound up with 21 points and 9 rebounds. But ultimately, it was too much Joker and friends, and that mid-range by Jamal Murray that tied it up at the end of regulation, the biggest shot of the night for Denver.
And Jamal Murray has done that a couple times. He understands what it takes in clutch moments to get to the finish line. And that's what the Pelicans are still trying to figure out.
So the Pels fall to 4-11 at home, 5-25 overall, 7 losses in a row, and we'll be off the next 3 days and take